In the recent podcast, Vishal detailed his casting couch experience, how the TV industry works, reality shows and more. Here's what he had to share. Vishal on busting a casting couch. I was heartbroken when I got a call from the production house. They kept calling me constantly for the role and I kept giving them excuses as I wasn't in that state to see them. At first, I told them I was away and would return after 7 to 8 days. To revert to that, they told me that I would have to meet the casting coordinator for the role. Now, in those 7 to 8 days I understood what the casting coordinator wanted. He then kept calling me continuously and I lost my cool. Then I finally agreed to see him for the project. I knew what he was planning, so I was prepared for it. Already, I met my ex and I was not in the right mindset when he met me. How he confronts the casting director. At first, he came to pick me up in a nail polish colored car, then he told me that we were going to his friend's place to sit and talk. While the drive was on, he asked me if I was comfortable with bare body scenes and I simply kept agreeing to everything he said. This got him more interested. When we went to his friend's place, he didn't have the key, so he returned saying that his friend wasn't home, so then I initiated that we should go to his place, which got him more intrigued. When we sat in the car, I held him by the neck and told him that I knew what he was trying to do. I would have surely caught hold of him. If he had shot the encounter, I would have made things difficult for him. Since then he understood and apologized. Vishal would like to work in Bhojpuri industry on if. When I was doing Begusaria, I got a lot of offers from the Bhojpuri cinema. However, I did not want to do the content that Bhojpuri cinema was offering. I wanted to remove that content from Bihar, so I did not want to be a part of it. However, I love this cinema and my culture, so I would love to be a part of Bhojpuri content, but only if it is something worth a try, something like Gangs of Wasepur or Nadia Ke Paar. Why Vishal doesn't want to do TV shows? I don't have any problem with TV or the producers. I have a problem with how the industry works. Here the work hasn't been validated. They don't care how many hours you are working for the show or how hard you are working for it. There is no value given to the work on the sets. It's an art. If you are given a character to do, in TV shows, the character has no journey. There is no depth to the character or any story. One day you will be asked to cry and you have to do it. Even if you feel that the scene could enhance or the character's trait would get highlighted by a mere suggestion, they wouldn't take it. There is no liberty for an actor to improvise his character. How the TV industry works. They promise something and make something else. That is the biggest problem. That is one of the reasons, despite working for 11 years in the industry, but still when you go outside people don't take you seriously and say ye to TV actor hai. I feel terrible that despite working for 11 years, I have to keep proving myself on different platforms. Then why are we actors? They shouldn't be labeled as TV actors, right? An actor would act well on varied platforms. Ill-treated in the industry. They started treating you terribly. There is a lot of pressure as an artist on TV. They treat you like laborers, would scare you, and make you wait for 14 to 15 hours. After one scene, they wouldn't even notify you that your work is done. But then if a lead would come, then they would complete all his scenes in a few hours and let him go. To be honest, the character artist and the lead somewhere earns the same amount, but the character artist has a lot of work to do. They are satisfying their ego. I have heard conversations where they have stated that bitha ke rakho isko. Was Big Boss 13 early for Vishal Aditya Singh? Vikas Gupta once told me that Big Boss was too early for me. It took me a while, but I understood that much later. Big Boss is a massive show. I understood that after doing it. The reason it was too soon for me was because I wasn't that emotionally mature when I entered the show. It gives massive fame, and I entered after Nach Baliye. I should have enjoyed that fame. I should have first understood how the show worked. It took me a while to realize that people aren't the same as they were inside the house. My perception changed when Madhurima entered the house. Vishal Aditya Singh has given stellar performances on TV shows such as Begusrai, Kulfi Kumar Bajewala, Chand Jalne Laga, and so on. The actor became a household name for his acting chops, charm and more. Thank you and keep watching for more videos.